Oh, hi guys. I didn't see you there. I was just playing with some lungs, typical day here at the biomedical program at Mitchell High School. So what you're looking at here are two pig lungs, and they are still connected to the windpipe, which is also called the trachea. And then we finagled a little device here with a rubber band and some plastic tubing. We tied that right onto the trachea so that you can inflate these lungs using your mouth. Pretty cool, huh? So, if you're horrified or if you thought that was awesome, you should join the biomedical classes at Mitchell High School. My name is Julia Walden, and I am one of the teachers at Mitchell High School that teaches the biomedical program, and there are two others, and you will love every single one of the classes that we have to offer. So I would like to show you guys some stuff about Project Lead the Way real quick. Let me get my PowerPoint going. Okay, so Project Lead the Way classes. I don't know if you've come from an elementary school or a middle school that had Project Lead the Way classes, but if you have, you probably know that they're the coolest classes, okay? You get to do all this cool hands-on science, and it's way more engaging than maybe a typical class, or at least how classes are kind of portrayed in the movies, like, so boring. But you're never going to be bored in Project Lead the Way. So at Mitchell, we actually have 4 biomedical classes. That means that we've got one for 9th graders, 10th graders, 11th graders, and 12th graders. So you should sign up right away as a freshman so that you can have access to all 4 of these classes by the time you graduate. The thing about Project Lead the Way classes is you learn the science through medical mysteries, okay? So the students in this picture here, they're looking at a skull, and their job is to actually solve this mystery of who is this missing person. And so just by looking at the skeleton alone, they're going to be able to figure out the age, sex, height, and race of this missing person. And that could be you if you take these PLTW classes. So there are 4 PLTW classes, and the very first one is called Principles of Biomedical Science, and that's the one that you need to remember because that's the one that you need to sign up for, okay? So it's also called PBS, and if you can't remember that, don't worry, just tell your counselor, hey, I really want to sign up for those medical classes, okay? And they will get you in the right class. There are 3 other classes after that: Human Body Systems, Medical Interventions, and Biomedical Innovation. And you have the opportunity to take all 4 while you're here at Mitchell. You're going to do cool stuff like draw with chalk on the sidewalk. What you're looking at here is a nerve, 2 nerves actually, and how they work at that synapse. You're going to do dissections. So right here, you're looking at the heart, and that person is pointing to the heartstrings. In this picture, a student is taking DNA out of a strawberry. So they're doing a DNA extraction, and they're actually going to be able to see the DNA with their naked eye at the end of this lab. This one's one of my favorites, guys. This is an eyeball dissection. Gross. And yes, when you put the scalpel into the eyeball, it does sometimes squirt. Ugh. But this student is looking at the lens. Do you see that in her hand there? It's like a weird see-through looking thing. That's the lens of the cow eye. And the last thing that I'm going to show you is a couple of stuff about crime scene investigation or crime scene analysis. So this student is actually doing an analysis on blood spatter. So when blood droplets fall to the ground, scientists can actually figure out how high they fell from. And that's going to help you solve things like, was the person standing when they were struck on the head, or were they sitting, and things like that that are actually going to be able to help scientists solve mysteries relating to crime scenes. And here's our little crime scene that we're going to set up for you. Every single year we have a crime scene that's set up in the back of our classroom that you're going to investigate just like you're part of CSI. And lastly, you're going to do really cool hands-on labs in these biomedical science classes. You're going to do labs that I didn't do until I was a junior or a senior in college as a science major, okay? And you get to do them right here in-house at Mitchell. So I really hope that you guys would like to sign up for biomedical classes because to me, they're just the best. You're truly going to love it. I can't wait to see you guys at Mitchell. Tell your counselors to sign you up for PBS.